Hello everybody, I believe this should have started by now. Let's have a look. I believe it might have. Right, okay, welcome everybody to the, I almost said Berlin Grand Prix, but that's nowhere near where we are. Malaysian Grand Prix. We're back once again after missing last week. We were on holiday in Berlin, hence why I said Berlin. Very nice it was. I'm Yoda apparently. But back once again now for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Missed Abu Dhabi in case you're interested. Now we'll find the results for you now, because that would be a smart thing to do, and I haven't even thought about that, have I? I'm sure there's a better way to do this, to be honest. But anyway, at the moment we're watching Kip go around the lap. You can see the tents in the background there, which is very nice and beautiful. Also, we've got somebody who's signed up. Sorry about that, Mr. Fink. If you're watching. If you had it added me on Steam, you could have raced today. We're a few short, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to go through and kill off the dead weight, so to say. I'll keep clicking on the wrong things. It's not going very well. It's really not going very well, I'll be honest. How do I do oh, there we go. Duh. No, wrong one again. We'll get there in the end. Results, standings, and records. That sounds about right. As we watch Kip coming around the final corner to set 136.2 going P5. Let's go to. No, let's just see, right on board with Phil. You know, we'll go into the right on board camera. He's on an in lap. Never mind. Forget I said that. Oh, he's in P2 now, so he is. Oh, what's happening? I had someone I sort of wanted to watch. And Gimp comes across the line for his flying lap to set him P nothing. So we'll go with Gimp, why not? Right, here we go. Round something. Very professional here, very professional. Oh, it's round Sochi round. Oh wow, they're really out there in the end of the season, aren't we? Round 14 this one is apparently, according to my sheet. And there is 3 races after this one. Right, okay, Ian actually got a pole position round there. Only just pipping Milik and Phil. But couldn't hold it off in the race. It's Milik from Phil from Enigma, from Vioxic, from Ian, from DNTX Rage, from Kyle, from Kip, from Wombo, from KXZ, from Vegan, from Crystal Catcher, from Aiden, from Jay, from Samster. Rounds off your grid. So while we're here, let's have a look at the championship, because I don't think I've updated you since we've started. Really. Currently, it is Milik from Phil from Milik from Vioxic, and it looks like it's really between those top two. Vioxic's quite a way off. Phil's on 259 points. Vioxic is on... Not Vioxic. Milik is on... No, as Gimp goes into the pits. Gimp, what are you doing? You're wasting my time. You madman. So he's back as he's trying to get out of the way. Fairly quick lap from him as well, fair play to him. A lot of people on. That looks like a fast lap for Nia, we'll watch that. And yeah, he's 17 points behind him currently, as it stands. In the team championship, let's have a look at that quickly. I still haven't changed thingy to that. Yeah, I have noticed that it's Renault at the moment winning from Williams, but soon that will change because Gimp needs to be put in the Williams, because he's been racing for the Williams basically ever since he started So that will close the gap up a little bit, probably to about even, so that'll be a bit interesting as well. Hassan third and McLaren in P4 in that aspect. Sauber bring up the back of the grid, that's unfortunate, even though they somehow have one win. So, explain. It just says one win by Sauber, I have no idea why. But anyway, Neo going around, starting the final sector. We're hitting the curbs very nicely indeed. As he goes down onto the back straight. Apparently did a lap time of 10 seconds, which, I mean, it would be impressive. But I think even for him that's a bit of a push. Coming across the line now to go a 1:44.9, keeps him P13. Anybody on an uber fast lap at the moment? That's a good little for Jet. It's P3 currently. But everybody here's on an out lap. It looks like these two, Phil and Miller, are actually really close on this. Whoa! That Renault getting close. Who is that? That was Vegan. He looks like he's on a fast lap. Almost coming up together with his teammate. Loses a lot of time there. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Right, okay. Let's try find a driver to ride on board with for today's Grand Prix as we try to get back into the swing of this commentary malark. Where's Millet gone, by the way? He's just disappeared. Oh, there he is in the pits. Going in or out of the pits? He's going out. It looks like maybe something occurred on that outlap that we didn't see. But anyway, Phil now beginning to launch the car out of the final corner, going towards the first one to start the lap. Is this the finale? Not yet, Elijah. Not yet. 3 more rounds after this one. I think it ends the week before 2017 comes out. So we'll have this game well done and dusted for then, and hopefully then we can build the hype up for 2017 season. And that'll be the full season. It won't be a shortened one, I think, anyway. And then who knows with the classic cars, and who knows where that will take us and that sort of thing. But we'll have to wait and see. Slow Williams on the right there, but it's a nice lap so far from Phil. Bit cautious through there, you could possibly say, but were you just having a break last week? Last week I was on holiday, my friend. I was in Berlin and then went to Prague. Shame I couldn't make it, but hey, what can you do? I'm going to be missing one of the finales, actually, now I think about it. Hang on, what week am I missing? Oh, please tell me I'm not missing the finale. I think I'm missing the penultimate race. I think. Oh, that sucks. Let me try to think. Yeah, I'll be missing the penultimate race. I'll be in Ireland. Oh, damn, that's made me sad. Where's the penultimate race? Oh, no, it's a Suzuka. Oh, no. Oh, dear. So, yeah, we won't be here for Suzuka, which is a shame, as we've missed Phil going P1, because my holidays are more important. Gimp goes P2 as well, by the way. And Milik, he's coming now to start his fast lap. Braking 100-meter boards, gets the car turned in. A little bit of an understeer there, but so far that Williams looking fairly hooked up. Now on the long turn 4 that isn't really a turn but is a turn. This is his teammate Gimp on the right hand side going very slow. Now he gets turned into that corner 5, I believe it is. Or is that corner 4? I don't know my corners around the circuit. But coming around now the fast left. Bit of a funny one then. You want to set yourself up for this fast right. Could have been a bit more faster through there, I'll be honest. Now the double-headed right. We saw Gimp how Phil took it. Milik located left less time on the board, breaking down into the hairpin. Second gear, then he's going to upshift quickly probably. No, he's going to actually go full range on the revs. Now coming into the right-hander, flick it in, then squeeze out the power towards this fast left-hander. Probably will be flat in qualifying. Now for the tricky, feels like double apex. Right, he runs wide onto the AstroTurf, and that is the lap ruined for Milik. How unfortunate. Just runs a little bit wide onto the AstroTurf, and that is all she wrote. As Ian actually gets up into P2. Wait, and Sojulbaki, while we're saying that, if I am pronouncing that anywhere near, probably not, is in P6. He's the new recruit for today's race. Just joined the league. And hopefully we'll be having a very fun time with us. Enigma in P7, not great for him at the moment, and Kip in P8, who's my teammate, because I'm driving a Ferrari. Oh well, sitting in a Ferrari while commentating, which is a very comfy seat, it'll be honest. Ulbeck in P11, Crystal Catcher in P12, P13 is the NTX Rage, which is well, not where you expect him. Neo's went very wide, he's that Mercedes who's trying to get out of the way of everybody, it seems. P14, and that's all we can see. I don't know how many guys we actually have today. Not the most amount, 14, yeah. Just a lot of people are on holiday as well. Oh, Gimp, by the way, set that time on mediums. Milik's time's on mediums as well. So don't count them out of the running just yet. Nick, we're also on mediums. Yarmolenko as well, Crystal. The NTX Rage and Neo. All the same. It was a very nice lap from Gimp, though, to put him into the position he is in. See, is there anybody on a flying lap? Crystal Catcher. Down towards the first corner, maybe turned in a little bit too early, didn't quite get the corner right, but the McLaren looks turned in there. Missed the apex slightly round 2. Now through 3, squeezing on the power nicely. Bit of a weird line there. Now coming into 4. Chuck it in about now and hope it sticks. Oh, I could have carried a bit more speed through that. And now through the quick left. Shift down maybe halfway through. I'll keep it in 7s if he wants. Shifts through halfway through the fast right, but it looked alright. Now to the double right-hander, down to 5th gear. Running out wide, 4th gear now, squeezing on the power. Very nice line actually. Through there now, down into the hairpin, breaking 100-meter boards. 2nd gear, he sticks it in 3rd actually. Has to drop down to 2nd really to get the power down on the exit. Maybe a mistake from him. And then that corner again, just turning in a little bit too early. McLaren is generating a lot more front downforce than he's expecting. Fast through there, he actually lifts, that's surprising. Now through the double apex corner, it's a little bit funny and cuts it a little bit on the inside. I don't know if it would have been warranted a warning or not. But heading up towards the down the back straight, I doubt we'll improve on that one. Let's see if we can find anybody else on a mega lap. Crystal Catcher is so far our best person as he's coming now around the final corner. Let's see what he's going to set. It's going to be a 1 minute and 35.6, putting in P6. I apologise. He did improve by quite some considerable. And Milik's apparently on a flying lap, but it does not look like he is, I'll be honest. V-Gums comes across the line now. He does a 135.9. He stays P9. P10 for Kip. Just at the edge of the top 10 goes P10 still with a 36.2. Oh, who's that running wide? Oh, it's Yulbeck into the pits. My apologies. Yarmolenko heading up the back straight now. Going to brake hard and try to get this car turned in to get into the top 10. Been a bit of an underachiever this season, it feels. But now turning towards the line, it's going to be a 135.3, and that puts him P5. That is much more where we expect the Ukrainian to be. A very nice lap from him. Crystal Catcher's retired from the session in a very weird place for Milik. Oh dear, that's really ruined Milik's lap. That is very, very unfortunate. Near running quite wide there as well. Well, Jets Copper in his Max Verstappen Red Bull. I feel like the Renault does actually sound the nicest in this game, no matter what people say. Gotta stick with the Renault. V-Gunner also retires. And oh, he's got caught on the curb. That's going to slow him down by quite a considerable amount. He runs quite wide as well. Phil, the quickest. Milik is the only one else out, and he had that unfortunate incident with the slower car. I would give up on the lap and just start on the mediums, get the tyre advantage, because he's not going to get on pole position, but he goes for it anyway. Doesn't improve. So we will be starting on the medium tyres. Yarmolenko, his lap's bad. Yet Copper comes across the line. Does not. Oh, he does improve to P5, pushing Yarmolenko down to P6. And Yarmolenko's our only one driving about now. He's going into the pits. He does know he does have to retire, even still. But anyhow. So one of the things I do like about this game is the little flags. It's just that little sort of touch that makes it a bit cool. But yeah, next year's game, hopefully, it will be a bit cool. It'll be a bit better. We'll be able to race a lot more, and I'm looking forward massively to the classic cars. It's, one of my favourites has got to be Nando's Alonso, and some of those Schumi cars as well. That'll be good. I want to try drive Senna's McLaren with the old H shifter. And 2007 cars actually sound interesting as well. 2007-2008. When I used to support Hamilton, actually, ironically. So we're just waiting now on Yarmolenko to retire, and then we'll be able to show you the grid. Stupid the way it does it, but it's the way the game works, and the game is silly, apparently. They should have included the Williams, BMWs, or the Hondas. It's an interesting one. Honda, probably not. The Hondas were fucking dog shit. I think the only one... I'm going out on a limb here. One race, the 2006 Hungarian Grand Prix. 2006 or 2004. Shit, I can't remember. What was Button's first win? But yeah, the Williams BMWs would have been class. They sound like fun cars. Your grid is Phil from Ian, from Gimp, from Milik, from Yetskopper, from Yarmolenko, from Crystal Catcher, from Soljibaki. I said it all right last time. From Enigma, from V-Gun, from Kip, from Ulbeck, from DNTX Rage, from Neo, who is Jay. We'll leave session as normal. But yeah, on the what cars I should have added. I wish it was. They did a couple of older ones as well. Would have loved to drive a Lauda car or a Hunt car, you know, that sort of area. I would love just a career mode of that season, oh man, 76 season, because you've got obviously the battle between Hunt and Lauda, and then you've got the 6-wheel Tyrrell. And what can you say about a 6-wheel Tyrrell? It's pretty dope. But for now, we'll go to the toilet, refresh ourselves, and get ready for the race. I'll be back in a minute. Right, welcome back everybody. We're going to join the session now and get ready for the race. Yeah, I guess so. In 2014, he must have 2014, 2004. It was third place in the championship. Yeah, I guess so. The Honda was all right, but never really great. Basically, after 2006, it didn't really do very well. I don't think. Because in I keep saying 2008, 2008, wasn't it that world logo or something? The world Honda. That was a class. I like that livery, me. What else was it? Yeah, he didn't do very well. Then obviously it became Braun, and it would have been nice to have Braun. That would have been one I liked. I don't know why they didn't do it. It was, you would have think they would have the licensing, but given the fact Ross Braun is literally part owner, basically a Formula One. I don't know his real position, to be honest with you. Not that into the politics of it, to be fair. Yeah, it would have been something different, I suppose. But yeah, what can you do? Right, anyway, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and we are go. There's a Kip's been disqualified from the session. What the hell? It looked like there was a car that jump-started, hit Kemp, and then he got disqualified. That's bizarre. But anyway, going into the first corner now, Phil holds the inside line. He doesn't even give a chance for Millet to get the second apex there. And the virtual safety car is already being deployed. If that's for the disqualifying car of our leader. Of our non-leader, really. Look at our grid here. From all the way behind. Enigma's had a dreadful start. So yeah, 13 cars at the moment. Who was it who got disqualified? Remember. Yeah, that was a bizarre one. Bit of a strange start to the Grand Prix. Oh, it's actually Gimp who's got up into P2, by the way. Ian's in P3. Oh no, Milik was behind them all. Sorry, I apologise. Just got my Williams mixed up. Oh whoa! Oh my! Gimp's made an absolute huge jump there on the Renault car. Gets into P1, and I believe I heard Will there in the team speak. Was that right?
No, it was Tim, Kip.
Oh right, Kip. Oh, you sounded like somebody else. But hello, Kip. Yeah, how did you get disqualified, man?
It was on the start. I think either I got a lag start or GTX Rage got a quick start, and he grabbed me on the back a little bit.
Yeah, he looked like he jumped you, but hang on, the two leaders go side by side. Gimp to the outside, and Phil to the inside. Gimp going to go round the outside, might get a bit better traction, but Phil pushes him out, and it looks like he's going to get him. But now in the slipstream, it's going to be the other way. Phil goes to the inside, Gimp to the outside. Oh, tries to hold it. He's on the solo tyre as of now. Might get a cutback move if he's able, but Phil covering it well and on those softer tyres. Now he's going to attempt to brake, I presume. But yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, I got a lag start, I think, or GTX Rage got a quick start. Oh, Gimp almost hitting.
Oh wow, yeah. Looks like he does get a little bit of a... Oh, Ian! That looks like a big tank slapper there, and he actually gets overtaken by Milik. And that is bad because he's on the soft tyres. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Like I said, I saw GTX Rage move before the lights went out on my screen, and then you just got tapped.
And I got disqualified for it.
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense.
Shit happens.
Yeah. But hey, you get to chat to me, and isn't that really a reward?
Exactly. It's really all I wanted.
Exactly. Every cloud has a silver lining, eh? But Ian's closing up on Milik once again as he's on the quicker tyre. Actually, Gimp's the sort of cork in the bottle at the moment. No! Milik runs wide, trying not to run into his teammate. That's really put Yet Copper on the back of them as well. Not quite alongside yet, but he goes for a move. Blimey. Gimp really low.
Ian is going for Gimp, so.
Yeah, Gimp really opens up that door, doesn't he, into the first corner. I mean, the final corner. Well, that's really not good. But now, look at Milik on the inside. Blimey. Let's have a look where he appears. Just on the inside there. Gimp's there as well. He's not going to be able to get a comeback as such. Let's have a look back a bit further. Milik actually pushes his teammate out wide, and Gimp down to P4 now, but he looks back to the inside. Not going to make a move just yet. Going to try and preserve the tyres, go a little bit further. Both Williams are on the medium tyres, so do plan to go further in the first stint of this race. Yamalenko in P6 as well. That's pretty good for him. Crystal Catcher in P5. Something must have happened to Yetskopa. He's down in P7 at the moment. Battles wherever you look, really. Enigma just behind Sodj. Sodjul goes to the outside. Sodjul defending the inside. Enigma going to hang it around the outside and turns to the inside. He gets him down to P8. So he does. Oof, Milik does run very wide onto the curbs there from that tricky right-hander. But he's in DRS range still of Ian. And now we'll attempt to close him up on the second straight and try and make the move stick through there. Gimp's not too far behind as well if he... It
should be Milik's last shot because of the softs.
Yeah.
But I think he got it.
Go to the inside. Ian's going to try hold it around the outside, locking up a little bit, but he's lost it now. He goes to the inside, a little bit of a wheel bang, maybe pushes him out wide a little bit. Ian's, though, gets hanged out to dry around that corner, not to the favourable side of him. Milik goes very defensive, and Gimp almost looks to the outside there for a second as well. He's just trying to get out of the way in case they do collide. And now Gimp actually looks to the outside. It's going to offset Ian's line, really, through here, so he's not going to have much of a shout. Passing Milik, it probably not the best idea for the Williams to fight this battle at the moment, but...
It's going to take out Ian, though, because the softs wear out really fast, like in 2 laps or so. He's going to have to already pit.
No, really? Lap 4 already.
Two laps. 2 laps,
yeah. So 6 laps you think they can go. Be interesting to see if the Williams can cut out a pit stop with their strategy. What was it? Would it be a 2 stop?
In practice they were discussing maybe 1 stop with medium and hard.
Oh really? Okay.
But it's gonna be really close.
And I think Ian's had a bad run there because Gimp's all over the back of him instead of the other way around. Instead of Gimp being ahead, all over the back of... Oh, Gimp goes for a bit of a dive bomb there. I guess Ian did leave the door massively open.
They both get DRS.
Both get DRS. This could be trouble for Milik. He's defending the Schumacher line. As they go around the first corner. Ian, the furthest back of them, is now. Gimp might still have Ian to the outside. He's got the move done, I think. Yes, he's got the move, and P3 is his for now. Milik in P2, Gimp in P3, and Ian struggling, even though he's on the softer compound in P4. Really not the strategy he wanted. And hello, Zafro. Has been a while. Ian actually now looking for a move in a very unorthodox place. That was... Oh, touches him out wide as well. Hard but fair, I would say, on that one.
I agree. Good move.
Yeah. I don't think Gimp will let it get to his head. Very calm Slovakian he is. Especially if Ian's going to make mistakes like that, he's just inviting it.
Milik's pulling away really hard already.
Staff Zoe, sorry, not Staff Row. I apologise, my friend. Gimp now on the back while we have another shitty camera angle for no apparent reason. As Gimp goes up the inside. Seen it work, and Ian pulls off to the pits, so that's one way to solve that battle.
So yeah, lap 5 laps.
Yeah, not that far.
Phil as well, actually.
Oh really? Yeah, and there's a car diving in the pit lanes as well behind. There was a nice little side-by-side action between Yarmolenko and Crystal Catcher. Yarmolenko now moves into P3, but obviously with cars pitting ahead, it's not a P3 on pure pace. But actually, he gets done up the inside by Crystal Catcher. And oh, a bit of contact. That looked really weird. It didn't look like they touched on my screen, but Yarmolenko on the exit of
Just
2 gets touched on, gets sent around. Crystal Catcher now in P3. I don't think he did anything wrong myself. Now, here's the question. Which Williams pits first? And if...
Let's see.
How long do you think you can go on the mediums?
I think it's like 10 laps, maybe.
If they're thinking about a one-stop, maybe about 12, they might have to push it a little bit.
Yeah, 12 and then 14 on the hards.
Mic audio is stuttering a little bit. I don't know. To be honest, on how my mic is at the moment, does it sound alright to you? Kip.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
It sounds fine.
Sounds fine. Alright, okay. Nah, who knows? Who knows? Might be turning into a robot, but who cares? Not me. I'm still...
I think it's gonna be Gimp pitting first, actually.
I'm gonna go for an undercut.
And I have this gut feeling.
You have the gut feeling. Oh, Yarmolenko, now he's getting overtaken by, who's that? Ian? Who's on the super soft? On the hard? Ian's pitting again!
Really? Wow.
Drive through, maybe?
That would really suck.
And not the super soft, the hard, my apologies. Just look the same colour. As we've got the Force India twins for today's race. GTX Rage and Sodge going wheel to wheel for P6, nice and close. Sodge going to try hold it around the outside on the newer, harder tyres. But GTX Rage holds him out and keeps P6 for now.
It was indeed Ian had a drive-through.
He did have a drive-through. That's unfortunate. He was looking alright.
We'll see why that happened.
Yulbeck as well. He hasn't pitted yet. He's in P3.
Yeah, just speeding through a pit now.
Yeah. So he's now gonna have Phil approaching him very quickly. If he's clever, he'll just let him past. Not in a fight at all with them. But interestingly, how long is it for pit stop-ish around Malaysia?
I couldn't tell you. I actually don't know.
Oh dear. Our racer for today doesn't know much about racing.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm only kidding, man.
Flow, man.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just didn't know. I can't remember how long it is. I'd say it's a bit of a long one, so maybe say 25. So yeah, Phil needs to get a bit of a push on. And Gibbs actually quite a lot closer to Milik now. So let's watch a bit of this battle. They probably got DRS enclosed up then, didn't they? I thought we were a little bit further around, further up the track even. Now going around to the fast left and right. It's line to stern for them still. Ulbeck now really getting charged down by Phil. There's your Ferrari.
Still cruising.
Yeah, well, it's parked up.
Well, yeah.
See, oh, this is a bad place for Phil to catch him as well, isn't it?
Have to swap them.
Yeah. Ulbeck will just stay on the racing line.
Yeah, yes, his other race.
No, you just let him through there. But yeah. I would have still went for the, you've still got to pass me, I'm not going to let you through approach.
Well, as a common back marker of the grid, I kind of want to like let them pass just before like a DRS moment, so I can sort of drift
okay.
down a bit.
Strategic, I like it. I can appreciate that. Now, I still Milik from Gimp as we come down now to start lap number 9. This is starting to open up the pit window to see could go into a different strategy to teammate. But still say Milik from Gimp for now. Very close. The more they battle though is actually bad for them, so they, in a funny sort of way, them staying line to stone is better for them.
There's nothing to give orders, so it's just gonna force a situation, I guess.
Although I think they might be wise to the situation. By the way, that speeding penalty for Ian has really hurt him. He's in P8, which is unfortunate for him. He was looking like he could have maybe scored a podium this race with a little bit of luck.
It's probably gonna end 5th.
Yeah. Olbeck still going along strong, actually. He hasn't fallen back massively from Phil. So, might be looking to get Sauber's first points, which would be very nice indeed. Now, coming to the penultimate straight, Gimp catching Milik all the way, but again, not really a move. Oh, Gimp's into the pits already. That is very early. Lap 9.
I think he won't make that on the hards.
I don't think he will, but if he puts on the hards now, he might get a blast on the softs at the end of the race. Phil's going to come out ahead.
4 laps though?
I believe, isn't he? Ulbeck's into the pits as well. Phil's a couple of corners up ahead of him as well, but maybe on the fresher tyres, Gimp can start closing the gap a little bit, maybe? You know, it only looks about 4 or 5 seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
So.
But Phil was saying his pace was really good on the hards, so.
No,
it's gonna have to be really good.
You're gonna have to be interesting. Sodjul Baki. He's on the backy of DNTX Rage. How did you say I should pronounce it?
Shulbaki.
Shulbaki.
There we go.
Oh, he goes for the move, and it's a nice cutback to defend for DNTX Rage. Oh, runs out a bit wide there, kicking up some dirt, and Enigma is that behind them. Oh no, it's Ian. Forgot he got that penalty.
He's gonna be passing next lap.
Yeah. He's going to be looking for this move, but it's not always the easiest to pass 2 cars, because one always has DRS, which sort of sucks sometimes. But we'll have to see how the race unfolds for these drivers. What's Milik doing? Milik's in the pits now as well. I am surprised about that. I thought they might go a little bit further. Phil now inherits the lead.
Perhaps he got influenced by Gimp pitting the circuit.
Yeah. No, actually looking at that, Milik is still ahead by quite some as well. He looks like he had a blistering in-lap.
Shulbaki was about to pass DNTX, but he went into the pits. DNTX Rachel's.
Oh, right, okay.
So now Ian is right behind Shulbaki, and he's gonna pass him with the RS.
Yeah, Ian goes to the to the inside, sorry. And,
not giving up though.
oh, yeah, Copper's left the session. Don't know what that for is. Then Ian goes around the outside, making the move stick for P5. Very nicely done indeed. See, 4.2 the gap to Milik, 5.7 to the gap to Gimp. But I feel like that's limited their options now. I thought they would go a couple more laps further and then have the opportunity if they wanted. So that's
Exactly. It's gonna give Phil a really easy time. Like he doesn't really have to push it because he's not being pressured, so he can probably go to the end.
yeah.
Just because of but well, actually he went on soft stretch, right? Yeah, so he's still pit for mediums, but like he's not pressured
Gimper
at
on the
all.
side. Yeah. Let's see where the race takes us now.
I think Ian's already coming up on Crystal Catcher now. Where's Enigma actually? I'd have figured he would be on top, but he's on the 9th now actually.
Yeah. Not having a great race at the moment, so he isn't. He's doing a good job now to sort of cut back through the field. He does look like 4th place might be on the cards for him. Doing a very nice job in that department.
Yeah. But he also has to pit again for mediums for sure. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
bit of a corner.
long do you think the hards could go?
I was able to get them to 14 laps, so they will be able to get it to like 16 or 18 at most, I guess.
Alright, okay.
Because I'm not that good at tire management.
So you're sort of looking at trying to at least another stop, aren't you? At this point. Probably onto mediums for most of the guys, but be interesting to see what the two Williams do. Milik is sort of keeping pace with the car ahead of Phil. That's his name. Gimp losing a little bit of time now, down to 8 seconds behind, which is not great at the moment for him. As the fields are a bit spread, and I start to yawn because I'm tired.
But you just have vacation.
Which is what, sorry?
You just have vacation, so I can be tired now.
Nah, well, there you go then.
So much rest.
How does that work? Yeah. See.
Milik's last lap was actually faster than all his mediums.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
37.9.
That is very interesting. Ian catching up on Crystal Catcher, who is holding down P4 at the moment. Oh, he runs a little bit wide there as well, kicking up some dirt. Jet lag. Yeah, jet lag for the 1 hour time difference. That's what my excuse will be. Jet lagged.
Here we go, Ian.
Yeah, Ian to the inside here. It's gonna be a weird place to go for an overtake, but pushes him out wide, makes it stick.
So all these corners in this track are so important. Like Crystal made a small mistake just before, and he just loses so much speed.
Yeah, all about momentum, that middle sector, really.
Here we go, Ian locking up a bit, and then Crystal's right behind him again.
But he gets a nice exit, so Ian does. But
Yeah.
still got you now. DRS gonna have to sling one up the inside if he wants to keep that 4th position, and thinks better of it. And the gap, yeah, it's coming down between Milik and Phil. Oh no, it's gone up actually, I apologise, to 4.9, so almost 5 seconds.
It's a big gap between top 3.
Hmm.
And then 4 again.
And then I think we'll start having a gap there. Gaps galore at the moment, actually. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Enig
Enigma and Illic.
yeah, I think Enigma's just got Pack Ulbeck. But we can see how he fares, see if we can catch up to him again. But yeah, it does seem to be falling off a little bit. There are not many fights at the moment, unfortunately.
Did you have time to see Hungary?
Is he hungry? Yeah, watched the Hungarian Grand Prix. I was home for that, so I was. Yeah, it was a good one.
With Max at the first stop.
Yeah, exactly. That was a little bit interesting. I don't know what he was thinking.
There were a lot of Max fans that were actually saying like, why did he get a penalty?
Yeah, well,
Do you agree?
it's the same with Lewis Hamilton, really, isn't it? The minute he gets a penalty, everybody's like, why?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, so he's sort of got the. I feel like Max will have the Shumi effect on him, where he's almost untouchable.
Not yet though.
I think that one was a bit too obvious. If it was a bit obvious. If it had have been like
yeah, but they were like at the same place. Like Hulkenberg like really pushed out Grosjean at the first turn as well. It was actually more extreme than Max, but like he didn't get a DNF because of it, so it wasn't the penalty.
I don't think so on that one. I think that was more turn one clusterfuck. The Verstappen one was dive bomb McGee, and then the gap's closing, oh, I've hit my teammate.
But more like, oh no, he got past. Oh shit, I have to keep it.
All that as well. There was the indication of that from Ricardo.
Yeah.
Which I did find quite funny.
Was that who I think it was?
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the Red Bulls could have almost won that race if they had have played the cards right. But oh well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Shame.
It's a shame.
Oh, I think
he didn't get back at the end.
That's Scholbacki. Scholbach. Scholbacki. He's pitting
for more hards.
For more hards. You'd think he'd be going to the end now.
Yeah, definitely. See how Phil's doing. With how many laps he's done with the hards now. This is his 11th hard lap. It's almost finished.
Gone quite far on them then, hasn't he?
I think he's. You would assume the mediums are faster.
Oh, DNTX Rage has retired. Did you catch that or not?
I did not.
Oh dear, what happened there? I wonder.
I'll check the penalties. DNF terminal damage.
Oh yes, we actually did crash out.
But, yeah, I don't see anyone like getting a warning or anything. So
Ian coming into the pits. Can he actually be legal this time? Yes, he can. Phil looking very fast at the moment. Doing a very, very good job as well of it. Oh, I'm absolutely yawning every 2 seconds. It's ridiculous.
Ian choosing to go on hards again, so not mediums. That's interesting.
Oh, really? What about Hulkenberg and Magnussen? What did you make of that?
Oh, with the interview afterwards.
No, I didn't even see the interview afterwards. Just more.
Oh, that was really funny. You should see that. Like Hulkenberg like came at Magnussen during an interview,
Yeah.
and he said he's the most unsportsmanship driver once again or something to Magnussen.
Damn.
And Magnussen's reply was "Suck my balls, mate."
What a lad.
That was so good. I don't actually remember what he did though, but
No, well, it was turn 2. He pushed him out completely off the track.
I see. Well, I guess that was because he saw Hulkenberg and Grosjean like just before.
Yeah, it could have been.
So
That could have
like,
played in the mind.
race.
But yeah, I was surprised he didn't get a penalty, I'll be honest. But that's fair, you just drive people off the track, don't you? Oh, I need to see that video now.
Oh, that's good.
Crystal catches in the pits. And Phil's already been into the pits and he's out again ahead of everybody. Wow. And Vegan's into the pits now as well. So that's going to be interesting to see when the two Williams pit. Yeah, Hulkman did have a good old tank slapper in turn 1, which is why I think it was more. He couldn't go any further right because there was a car there. Couldn't really go left because it's silly. And then it's
Sure.
It's one of those, just turn 1 just always has a little bit of incidents. You can't always
Yeah,
be.
you don't want to lose like 3 positions for like taking it easy or anything. Like you gotta go hard. So Phil also went for the second hards.
Oh really? Wow.
Like it says 2 stops. So
And Milik says the fastest lap of the race. He's going for it. So he's been keeping those hards wrapped up in a blanket, and now he's ready to light them up. See, it's going to be interesting to see what Phil will match with. It's not come up because he's hasn't quite finished his full complete lap. That is a mental lap.
fastest sector for 3 for Phil.
Oh really?
At least his personal fastest.
Alright, okay.
So he's kind of.
So will Milik now maybe strap on a set of the mediums maybe? That might be a shout. Still have the tyre advantage, or maybe he doesn't even know his.
Yeah,
The
well,
Phil's in P3, he'll know.
exactly.
And Alan Sintilix, I believe he's still on holiday. I don't know. He hasn't messaged me to say he's back yet. So we'll presume in that. Could Milik drive those hard tyres to the end, maybe? It would be a big
that's
shout.
ridiculous.
But if he's going at that pace, I don't think he could.
No, there's a reason like why Phil and Ian and everyone pits like
Yeah.
after so many laps. There's no way. Maybe he will go on soft still, but that would be interesting. Could get
Yeah, it
across.
would be. But you got to remember what the softs did. 6 laps, did they?
Yeah, so it's gonna be really.
Oh,
tough
there's
one
the,
if you're gonna-
That's the fastest lap from Phil as well, and they did a qualifying lap as well. You got to remember that. So he could pit this or next lap and go into the softs, and then just absolutely ring that car around this Malaysian Grand Prix circuit. What's
He
the
should do that, just to make it more interesting.
yeah? 60.
Oh, Ian has actually got time penalty as well.
Oh dear. Phil's only 16 seconds behind as well. So he's actually fairly. Yeah, that's going to convert into about a 7-8 second lead.
Wow.
So if I was Milik, I would vote soft tyres myself. Depending on the sector's times, either coming this lap or next. And then he's just going to have to ring and hope he gets to the end. Stays out another lap. So that to me says he's going to stay on the softs, and Gimp stays out another lap as well. As Phil closes even more.
I'm gonna count the laps here for Milix. Milix was first right in the pits. With 10. No, so Gimp pitted 1 lap earlier.
Yeah, Phil sets another fastest lap of the race. He knows what to do. Drive fast on these hards and make a huge gap when these guys come into the pits. Unless, of course, they're going for the Elijah strategy and trying to go for the one stop, but I think
18 laps on the hards.
I think it's just a bit too far.
Well, I would vote for either seeing them going on softs like this or next lap,
Yeah,
or them getting like a puncture at the end, because both of them are entertaining.
That's a fair point. I say softs this lap. All in favour, say aye.
Aye, aye.
Aye, aye. Pit on soft, and then you've got the 2 tyre advantage to Phil, and you might just get him. It'll be interesting to see, nonetheless.
The Sills is closing every lap now, so.
Yeah. Surely he's got a pit now. Surely.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, Milik. Gimp, come on. He's going to have to pit now, surely. No. Oh dear, they're just letting Phil get a bit too close, I think.
Unless they stay out. In which case it'll also be very close. It's exciting.
Oh. Elijah and nobody are close together. I apologise. And it's not Elijah, it's Ulbeck. It's just because I've just seen Elijah do a comment.
Yeah. Ulbeck's P5 though, and
Yeah.
Neo's in 11, so that's weird.
Enigma and Jolbaki. I still can't get it. It's not working.
You keep going back to like the wrong way. It's very impressive.
Jolbak.
Ooh,
Jolbak. Is that it? Jolbaki? Jolbak.
Enigma's going for it.
But yeah, you commentate while I try to pronounce his name.
No.
He goes round the.
Neil's retired.
Oh, Neil's retired. That's unfortunate. He goes round the outside.
On the outside.
Ooh.
Here we go. Awesome.
Holds it. Turns to the inside. This camera angle is absolutely dope, by the way. It's going to turn to the outside for Schollback, whose name I still can't pronounce, but I don't care. Yeah, I'll be astounded as well, Elijah, if they can make it to the end. See, did they actually pit? No, they didn't. What are they doing? What are you doing? Enigma's still got Schollback ahead.
14 seconds for Phil.
Oh, 14 seconds. That's they've not left themselves enough laps. They're gonna have to go to the end now, surely.
Exactly. I don't think soft's gonna work anymore.
Nah, they don't have enough laps. So if we think
What about Ian? How close is he? Maybe he'll get podium? Nah, that's 44 seconds. That's not gonna happen.
No.
Big shame about the drive-thru.
Neil's now left the session as well. Enigma in the slipstream. Actually, ironically, the car in front gets DRS on the ghost car instead of coming to lap.
Yeah. Tough luck.
No, exactly. Breaking down into the final corner. He's gone for the exit line, so Enigma has. Now into the slipstream, very close. He's gonna set himself up for a move here, surely. Tuck out now, go for it. No, stays behind. Plays the smart game. As we jump back. Milik's still not in the pits yet. They're going to the end. They must be. 13 seconds the gap. Oh my, this race has been turned on its head. It really has. It really has. Oh, Gibbs run very wide. He's in the pits.
Oh, there we go.
Kim doesn't think he can make it with 5 laps to go.
So that's softs for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, softs. Just making sure. You never know with these guys.
You'd think he'd come out in front of Ian as well, wouldn't you? Yeah, by quite some. Okay, now it's a battle for the front two. I wonder how far he'll actually come out
12
behind.
seconds. It's like 0.7 per lap, I guess.
Yeah. A second maybe at a push.
So if they're starting to grade, it's gonna get worse. So let's say, I think that he can make it as long as his tires don't blow. Quite easily. It's only 4 laps, so.
We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be an interesting end to this Grand Prix.
If this race finishes and Milik wins, are you gonna ask what made the difference here in the F1 2016 style?
What made the
If you-
difference here? How did you do it?
Anthony Davidson, what do you think made the difference here?
Mhm.
And then I'll say, well, it's all about the tire strategy.
Anthony Davidson, obviously, I presume you don't watch Sky on in the
I
Netherlands.
watch Sky because
Oh, really?
I don't have Ziggo, and like that's the thing where you watch it in the Netherlands.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't have it, so I can't. But the commentators there are really annoying as well.
Yeah, well, they're just
I've watched
they're just Max Verstappen fanboy instead of
Yeah, it's
Lewis
but
Hamilton.
also asking really stupid questions and things.
Yeah. No, but I actually like Anthony Davidson in the commentary box. He was actually quite funny. I didn't mind him.
Well, I really like the main guy, David Croft, is that right?
Yeah, Crofty.
Yeah, he's really nice. And Ted, I love Ted.
Ted Kravitz, yeah. Oh, he's brilliant.
He's always he's really happy when he comes and says, "Oh yes, interesting.
It's my time to shine!
Yeah. He has that voice.
Yeah, definitely does. "11 seconds now the gap, it's definitely coming down, that's for sure." Crofty is really loud. Yes, he is indeed.
And it's lights out and away we go.
It's lights out and away we go! Yeah. He does like to shout, but... ah well.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It hypes you up.
You've got to be able to shout, that's the way to do it. Milik crossing the line.
10 seconds now.
Yeah, it's coming down.
It's not coming down fast enough, so it has to be like a big error from Milik.
It's coming down very fast though. Still of them, yeah. I feel like everybody has a love-hate relationship with Crofty.
The one that wasn't there this week, he's also
yeah.
like he's very analytical.
Yeah, Brundle.
Complete opposite. That works really well.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Martin Brundle. Milik, our race leader at the moment. Couple of laps to go. Interestingly as well, in the championship, they'll make it 10 points the difference.
For Milik, right?
No, to the advantage of Phil.
Okay. Oh yeah, Phil won last one. I think in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. With 3 races left to go, it will be interesting.
You missed Abu Dhabi, right? It was.
Yeah.
I think that there were quite a few people missing there as well.
Yeah, I think
But,
I think I'm gonna have to miss Japan as well, which is sad.
Oh, that's a real shame.
Yeah, well, it's
It's
the
Enigma's favorite.
it's the penultimate race as well. Which
We still have Japan, Brazil, and
Brazil's
Australia.
I think, yeah, Australia, Japan, then Brazil.
Ah, yeah, right. Okay.
So a nice little end to the season.
Yeah, I think I actually like Australia the most out of those 3.
Yeah. Phil's closing up on a rate of knots, but unless Milik gets a puncher, it's
Unless he gets a puncher.
unless he gets a puncher. I don't think it's going to be a little bit too late. Too little,
I'm just
too
gonna
late.
keep my camera on Milik's.
Yeah. Gonna be very interesting. I wonder how much his tyres are screaming at him. Oh man, I'm nervous and I'm not even driving.
Oh man. Well, you can tell he's taking it easy on that one.
Yeah, it must be his front left then that's gone.
Yeah, front left goes first.
That's right on board. He does look very slow, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's ride on board with him for the final lap. No pressure.
.6 seconds to go. Suddenly, that's really, really close.
Oh wow! Yeah, Milik's tyres must be completely gone then, because he's going really slow. He's trying to manage the gap. Although he can't manage it too much. If he manages it too much, he might be under pressure from Phil.
And the worst thing is, like, it ends in like a straight, so.
Yeah. It's not Monaco. Oh, this is it's turning into a very interesting race. Phil can see him as well. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. I said I'm nervous and I'm just watching. 2.4 the gap is now. He even lifts through there. Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
This corner is the worst.
Final corner. His tyre's not popped. Phil's not going to be quite in DRS range, I don't think.
It looks like Milik's gonna be it.
It's very close. One more corner to go. Don't do the commentator curse on him now.
There we
And
go.
Milik comes out of the final corner. He's going to win the Malaysian Grand Prix from Phil in P2. Oh wow, he nurses his tyres at the end there. How impressive. He gives Phil the little look as Gimp comes across the line to finish P3. Oh my.
You can see if anyone else is. No one else is trying first one step. Everyone go 2 or 3 even.
Ian doing a bit of weaving down the back straight. As he comes across the line for P4. P5 is Crystal Catcher around the final corner now. He holds off Enigma, who's in P6, and Enigma going for Drift King Award. Sojul Baki in P7. Very good race for him in his first outing in PRL. Vegan looks like he's going to be able to hold off Yarmolenko for P8. Vegan gets P8, Yarmolenko in P9. And that is our grid apparently. Milik from Phil, from Gimp, from Ian, from Enigma, from Crystal Catcher, from Sojul Baki, from Vegan, from Yarmolenko, from Ulbeck, from Yet Copper, who DNF'd, I believe, even though it says he's 2 laps.
He left the race, but he didn't
Yeah.
lose his car, so he was the ghost.
Neo in P12, DNTX Rage in P13, and Kip himself, who's been disqualified, and DNTX Rage actually it says been disqualified as well, which is interesting. So have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some absolutely insane tyre management there at the end, and congratulations to Milik for holding that off. That was interesting.
Very well done. Fastest lap is like almost a second less than Phil.
Yeah. Oh man, I have no idea how much he'd be sweating there on those final 2 laps. His tyres must have been gone because he was complaining about it, wasn't he? Oh
I'm
dear.
actually gonna switch to the other chat now. I want to know.
Yeah. Right. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back next week for the Australian Grand Prix. We'll see you then. If my thing even stops, I don't know if it has or not. Ugh. I think we're still running, accidentally. So, hello everybody still. You haven't got rid of me now. But now you have, hopefully.